What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good? What's up, people? It's me. I'm L3027. You know who I am.
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose, honey.
He's about the business of dipping spoons into sugar bowls. Anyway, real girls do real things. So as to make it easier for insertion, maybe?
No means no, and yes means no.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What is up? It is me, L3027, and I am back for yet another review. This, ladies and gentlemen, will be our review for The Real Housewives of Potomac. It is season 7. It is episode 13. It is entitled Sisterhood of the Traveling Beefs. Now listen. What I'm not the fuck here for is having an episode dedicated to celebrating a bitch that's ascended from the 9th fucking level of hell. I don't want no parts of Satana. I can't stand that bitch. I don't want any parts of celebrating her and who she is and the fact that she's getting older. I mean, I think she said she's turning 34 million years old. However, I think it's been 34 years since she ascended from the 9th level of hell. So she's celebrating her 34th year of ascension from the 9th level of hell. Let me get this out of the way. We start off with Karen at home with Ray Ray. So we got Ray Ray and KK at home, the geriatrics. She's packing for this 34th birthday party down to Mexico. She's worried that there's going to be a lot of fighting because there's a lot of beef between a lot of people in the group and a lot of people at odds. You think? She says Satana told her to go first so they can help get everything prepared, but they're also going to take Wendy because too many people got problems with Wendy and they don't want no fights going on the airplane or going there. However, there ended up being one anyway. Giselle is driving and she talking to Robin on the phone. And she came from the doctor's office or something. They got to remove her uterus. Now, because this is a medical situation that this woman has, I am going to purposefully not engage and not take the liberty to go in and talk about the fact that she has all of the worst parts of the human genome and her dirty, nasty, raggedy. That was a word I made up. Nasty and raggedy together. Naggedy. Her dirty, naggedy. Her dirty, naggedy, ruined box needs to get removed because all of her insides are horrible. She's an awful person, a deplorable person, a horrible person, in and out. So it makes sense that they would want to snatch that out. But I'm not going to take the liberty of discussing that because the woman is having a medical procedure and a medical situation. So I'm really not going to talk about the fact that, all types of awful things probably are contained in there. And that's probably the reason why I'm never going to talk about that. We're not going to do that here. Anyway, we're not going to talk about how filthy her snatch is. Not going to do it. We're going to be respectful of this woman's medical situation and pray for her speedy recovery. They talk about Sharice not being invited to Karen's little shindig where she was hosting the improv because she wasn't having no live event. Mama was over there hosting the improv for a pride show they had featuring Jasmine Masters. Should they have a goddamn thing to do with no fucking Karen? Child, a mess. Great pubes, get your life in order. Just lying to the people. But that's why I can't stand that bitch. She's a known fucking liar. Karen ain't shit. The bitch ain't never been shit. They also talk about Sharice sending out the video of Karen titties falling out while she was dancing. Listen, my life will be all the better if nobody ever mentions that woman's titties falling out or any parts of that woman's titties, box, ass, any parts of her body. My life will be all the better if it never has to grapple with the notion of thinking about Karen's nipples, areolas, or titties. Giselle says she's going to start it up, stir it up, and make Karen tell them what her real issue is with Sharice. Child. Robin at home with Juan and the boys. Now listen, they start discussing this wedding, right? Even her children came right on out and was like, "What wedding? Y'all getting married? I just knew y'all was never gonna get married. Where y'all getting married at?" The youngest one was like, "Wedding? Y'all getting married? Bitch, what? Huh? This shit is fake, fraudulent, just made up." They even called you up. What about your parents? Why the fuck your parents ain't even coming to a wedding? You haven't because you invite your parents to your goddamn wedding. This shit is the dumbest shit on earth. Because imagine if one of those young men grow up, get married, and tell Robin, "Oh, you can't come." She'll be done lost somebody. She'll be fucking devastated. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? And she'll be devastated. So how she think her mom is gonna feel? Like this shit is just stupid and dumb. But she wants us to believe this. A mess. Some dude come over to fit them for suits. I ain't care. At Mia's house. She upset because she say Jacqueline always dropping her kids off to her house when she got the nanny over. But if the nanny is her sister, and I'm just saying, the nanny is Jacqueline's sister. Especially if y'all going to, it sounds like it's a situation where y'all are going to the same event or y'all going, you know, to something together, and she said, "Oh, my sister coming. I know my sister coming to take care of your kids. I'm gonna just bring my kids over here, and she'll take care of all our kids." That's what it really sounds like. Because this is Mia we're talking about. Let's be clear. This is Mia Thornton we're talking about. The bitch is a known liar. Like everything she says, you got to go back and check and recapitulate and make sure that every single word, syllable, letter, and character of what she just said is actually factual. So I'm not buying what Mia is selling. Mm-mm. She basically trying to call that woman a bad mama on national television. A mess. The ladies are traveling to Mexico now. Can I talk about Ashley and these box braids? I think that's what they call them, box braids. She got in her head. Where's my drink? I ain't even got a drink. Oh no, hold on. I got this. I got this um moonshine. Cause y'all got me over here talking about Ashley Darby. Y'all know I can't stand this bitch. That's good. So y'all help me out. Maybe I'm the wrong one. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. But these box braids, that's what they call them where I'm from, that she got in her head. Do they give y'all a Rachel Dolezal tea? It gives me very Rachel Dolezal. Like it really, really does. It gives me very much, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? You trying real hard to be real ethnic. It just seems real off for Ashley. I I don't like it, but y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all feel about it. But that's what it gives me. But y'all know I might be biased because I can't stand that bitch anyway. But it gives me a Rachel Dolezal. Anyway, Mia, we find out that Mia and Jacqueline ended up fussing and cussing at each other on the plane. More stuff about these kids or whatever. And they was fussing on the plane. Like I said, Mia is a known liar. I don't think this got a goddamn thing to do with them kids. Please believe me. I'm gonna tell y'all what this is about later. Ashley brought vibrators as gifts for everybody because she's a whore. Moving on. On the way to the from the airport to the hotel, Candace, ma'am, step into my corner. Step into the to my corner. This is why I have to drag you sometimes, Candace. Cause why the fuck are you on this goddamn bus smiling, kikiing, ha ha, trying to play nice and be cordial to these bitches that's trying to destroy your husband? to these bitches that don't give a shit about you. Baby, I would have no. As a matter of fact, I would have been like, y'all go ahead on. I'll catch a Uber. The Uber. The Uber. Baby, we're not having. Baby, I'm not playing nice with y'all. I don't have nothing for y'all. I don't have nothing to give y'all but my ass to kiss. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You over here smiling with Robin, telling jokes with Giselle and all of these. Get your life in order. Mm-mm. Another thing that kind of bothered my spirit was, and I'm just get this out of the way and knock this out now. At times during the ladies being there, you would hear them screaming out "Arriba, arriba," and it gave real like racist, cultural appropriation type thing. Like it was like, girl, like if I was one of the Mexican people, I would have been looking at them like, girl, like it comes off like real almost racist or cultural misappropriation. You know, it bothered me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sensitive today. I don't know, but that's what it gave. Anyway, so in addition to Ashley giving the vibrator, she bought another individual gift for everybody. Conveniently, she left Sharice's gift. She ain't have no gift for Sharice. Conveniently, raggedy ass gray pubes. Karen pounced on that because the bitch ain't shit. Mia and Jacqueline, they was sitting at this table. I guess they were having lunch or something. So they get back into the argument. I guess that get spilled over and carried over from the airplane. And it gets real. And Mia's trying to play it down. Mia's like, child, we argue all the time. That bitch done threw a brick at me. And we done had way worse argument. And Jacqueline is like, bitch, this is way worse. This is probably the worst. And Mia's trying to downplay it. And Jacqueline is like, bitch. Mm-mm. So then I think the tea really came out about what this was about. Mia says, um, close your legs to married men. And everybody like, bitch, what? And then they have word that Jacqueline was like, I would never sleep with Gordon. And everybody's like, wait, sleep with Gordon? Wait, what? How did we get here? I think I think somebody is accusing, somebody went to Mia and told Mia that Jacqueline slept with Gordon. And Mia ain't get no clear answers from Jacqueline. And Mia hardly brought that shit to Jacqueline. And Jacqueline is like, bitch, I know I ain't sleeping no fucking Gordon. And Jacqueline might, if she truly didn't sleep with Jordan, she's upset that Mia would even come at her. Mia might be upset because she's holding on to it, thinking that it's really, really. Mia done connected dots and looked at a whole bunch of shit that happened and be like, wait a minute, that shit probably did happen. And how many times did that happen? But Mia and Jacqueline is too tied together, too entangled with families and cooches and all of that stuff. And she don't know how to just fully separate from Jacqueline and say, bitch, you slept with my man, get the fuck out of my house, don't never come over no more. So she's using Jacqueline's children. Because if you fuck with somebody's children, that's a quick way to get somebody not to fuck with you, play with their kids. And so Mia, if she truly didn't sleep with Gordon, is upset that she would not I'm sorry, Jacqueline, if she really didn't sleep with Gordon Gartrell, is upset with Mia because she's like, wait a minute, why don't you believe me when I tell you I didn't sleep with him? Especially if you would blurt that shit out in the company of all these bitches, and we supposed to be best friends of all these years. I really think that's what this is about. I don't think it got nothing to do with these kids. And that's why they so heated. Because this is a real argument. This ain't got nothing to do with these kids, but it is a real argument. And I think it's about Gordon. The tea gonna come out. I don't know, but that's just what it feels like to me. Candace trying to be the mediator. Candace feeling bad for Jacqueline. Like she was like, yeah, me and Jacqueline had issues in Miami, but I'm sympathetic to her. My heart goes out to her. I hate how Mia's treating her because Mia don't give a damn. She was like, why don't you go? Because Jacqueline started screaming and crying, and Candace was like, why don't you go out and help her? Mia was like, I don't care. Let her go. Whatever. Which leads me to believe whatever they're fighting about, which I think is Gordon, really got Mia at a point. I ain't got nothing for her, and got Jacqueline at a point. Like, bitch, you really holding on to this, thinking that shit is true. And if that's what they're fighting about, it's nothing you can do, Candace. Baby, go ahead and let it go. And that's why I was glad when they was like the older ladies, the senior statesmen, Giselle and Karen was like, yeah, we need to table this and let this shit go before it get real ugly and out of order. Telling you that's what this is about. They go do some shaman shit. Now my question is this: like you talking about a true demon in the form of Satana? ascended from the ninth level of hell, what business you got with a shaman? Because the shaman may be trying to conjure you up from the ninth level of hell. Like, was you going to pay him a visit since the last time 34 years ago when he did whatever spirits and said whatever conjured whatever spell up that ascended you from the ninth level of hell? Like, I'm trying to figure this out because you have no use for a shaman. Like, I wish my friends would take me to Mexico to buy. Oh, we're going to go see a shaman. Bitch, you going by your damn self. I'm going to go see the bar. I'm going to go see the beach. I'm not going to go see no goddamn shaman with no fucking feathers and shit. I got other things to do. I'm going to go see the boys. Anyway, Karen in her confessional says Sharice is a has-been leprechaun looking for a pot of gold. Now, as much as I don't like gray pubes, I did fall out. That shit did make me laugh. I was like, bitch. I just call her a big beached beluga whale. I'm just saying, because Sharice is a big beached beluga whale. But child, that was funny, Gary. I ain't gonna even lie. Did anyone? If you look real close, y'all know I'd be real observant. When they was on that beach and their heads was flying, there was a point where, and y'all know I never noticed hair, but there was a point where Robin's hair flew up in the wind, and you could literally see her raggedy track with loose, like you could see the edge of her tracks because it was loose or whatever. I saw it. Y'all go back and rewind in slow motion, see if y'all see it. But I showed, and I ain't even rewind in slow motion. I just saw it in real time. A mess. And if I saw it, I know y'all can see it. Raggedy ass. Anyway, Candace says she feels bad for Jacqueline. Girl, she still said how she feel bad for Jacqueline. Robin lost her bride to be veil that she got from Satana. That shit blew off in the wind. Like, girl, we're not gonna fake the funk with you. Girl, we're not playing with you. Girl, I ain't got time for this, girl. That bitch said, let me fly away that bitch that's really getting married. Girl, we got this type of time. That night at dinner, Ashley says she saw Giselle on a date with some child. Girl, child. I just can't. Ashley talking about she don't know or she don't really know if she's ready to call it quits with Michael Darby and she just don't know how she feel. Girl, I can't. And Satana, you and Beelzebub and Damien Jr. Damien 666 Devil Child. You and all of y'all ascended from the eighth and ninth level of hell. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Because even if y'all divorced now, when you descend again back to the ninth level of hell, y'all will be back together in wedded bliss. You and Beelzebub. Mia orders. I wrote down that Mia ordered a Tanqueray and tonic, a trash ass gin for a trash ass whore. Now I'm a gin drinker. What gin am I drinking on right now? I just bought me a new bottle of Empress 1908. Really good. It's a purple gin. Really, really good. But it's like a butterfly pea flower that turns it purple. But this is a good gin. Tanqueray is trash, and bitches that drink Tanqueray, I don't trust you because that means you're a trash ass whore. A trash ass gin for a trash ass whore. Anyway, Giselle starts the conversation between Karen and Sharice, just like she said. She told y'all, I'm gonna get this party started. I'm gonna start the conversation. I'm gonna snatch the pin out of the grenade, throw it, and let the bomb go off. But then later on, she gonna act like, what are they so upset about? How did we get to this point? Bitch, you started it, you raggedy piece of shit. Now, Karen, gray pubes, you ain't shit. I see through your shit. Now your little supporters and your stands and all of these people gonna be all on the Karen team. Karen, they're gonna be on your side rooting and cheering for you. But I see what you did here. She starts yelling about, oh, take my mama's name out your mouth. The woman ain't say shit about your mama. All she said was, I attended your mother's funeral. You even said that. Because when she said, well, she said, I didn't even talk about your mother. And you was like, you talking about my mother's funeral. And she was like, I said, I went to the mother's funeral. What this is classic deflection. Karen knows that these motherfucking cameras are here. Clearly, Sharice must have something on Karen. Now that to me was confirmation of what we saw. Because what Karen did was Karen made this big raucous commotion. She starts getting up, screaming, yelling, fighting. She was like a rabid dog. Anything she could do to be louder than Sharice, to be more, crazy and out of control just to cause a big scene and a commotion. Anything she could do to stop Sharice from letting out whatever Sharice know, it was classic deflection to me. Classic. Because that woman ain't said a goddamn thing about your mama. But you over here screaming and yelling about keep my mama name out your mouth. Keep ain't no your mama name. Wait, what? You ain't fooling me, bitch. You gonna fool all of those people that's on Team Karen, all of the Karen stands. Great pubes, you're not fooling me. That woman got some on you. And you could tell that shit was about to come out. And instead of you letting it come out, baby, you said, nah. Because see, now what's going to happen? Now all of the women are going to say, oh my God, we have to get Karen. Let's go and let's break this up because we don't want this to turn into another heated fight. And they're going to split you all up. And now we're never going to get to the point where we have Sharice letting you know in your face, bitch, did you tell the people that you did such and such and such and such? That's what you're trying to avoid. Sharice could very well tell us in the confessional, but it's much more effective if she does it right there in Karen's face. A mess. It went off from there. I see what you're doing, Karen. You ain't fooling them. You ain't fooling me, though. You fooling the people who like you. Baby, you ain't fooling me. I see you. That was the episode, y'all. Listen, I don't know what's going to happen from here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Get in the comments. Let's do what we do. About what we saw. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.